episode of Off the Script. This is episode 189, part number 1 for your Friday, September 29th, 2017. I got news on Vince McMahon. What did Vince McMahon think of the Bullet Club invading Monday Night Raw this past Monday? Also, I have major news as it pertains to the Shield. What is Ryan Satin of Pro Wrestling Sheet saying about the Shield's opponents at TLC? The MIZTOURAGE is not set in stone. Also, Enzo Amore already has plans outside of the WWE. Here's to Enzo leaving the WWE permanently. Also, I have news on Starrcade 2017. I got news if it's going to be on the WWE Network. And I got news of a current Raw tag team challenging a Hall of Fame tag team to a match at Starrcade. Also, I got news on Vince McMahon delivering yet another cease and desist to the Young Bucks. Copywriting too sweet. I also have what appears to be, I think so, a Wrestle Crate unboxing. But you want to know what's too sweet? I'll tell you what's too sweet, motherfucker. This is the #1 professional wrestling podcast right here on YouTube.com. This is Off the Script. What is going on, guys? JD from New York here. Thank you so much for tuning back into the channel this morning. Off the Script, episode 189, part number 1 for your Friday, September 29th, 2017. I do not believe we are 11 episodes away from 200 episodes, man. It's just unbelievable to me that Off the Script has gone from being just WWE news and rumors for my old school heads to now Off the Script and nearing 200 episodes, man. That's unbelievable to me. And I want to thank everybody for allowing me into your homes every single weekend. I want to talk a little real life with you guys for a little bit, okay? This is coming to you from Jerry. It's not coming to you as JD or from JD. What I normally do on here, man, is not going to change. I will never change who I am, okay? The way I deliver news, I take great pride. Now, I know my opinion might not be the opinion of the business. You know, I might be a little bit too smart marky for these people. I understand that completely. You know, I understand that my perception of the business and how I would do things as it pertains to certain things in this business might not be the same thing as the next guy. But there's a place for all of that. There's a place for all opinions in the YWC and in wrestling, period. I will never change who I am and how I deliver the news and rumors to you guys. I would never change how I am and what I believe in for anything, because I take great pride in doing what I do. I appreciate someone who is, especially a news channel, especially someone who's delivering the news and delivering topics that we're so emotionally invested in. I appreciate someone to be a straight shooter with me, man. I really do. I want someone to tell me how it is. I don't want people to sugarcoat anything. I don't want people to dance around certain topics or be afraid to touch a certain topic because what it might do or what it might lead to, or if it's going to upset a sponsor, or if it's not politically correct. I am not like that, man. I am not afraid to throw punches when it comes to getting down and dirty and giving you guys an opinion that is sorely needed in a business and an industry that needs someone like me. Because I believe wholeheartedly that a lot of people are playing it safe. And they're afraid to talk about the things that are major issues for whatever reason. And I don't know why. I don't know why. A lot of these people probably trying to get jobs with the WWE. They're trying to get into the WWE. They're trying to get into a business. They don't want to step on any toes. They want to be clean cut and proper and, you know, just politically correct. You know, it's nauseating at times. It really is. How I am on here and how I am on Twitter is pretty much the same. If you guys watch me on Off the Script and then you go to my Twitter during a Monday Night Raw, you're going to get the same explosive attitude that you get here on the podcast, but just in 140 characters. And people expect that. People appreciate that. People want that. Because nobody else is doing that. Nobody else is saying what needs to be said. You know, I'm not here trying to be shock jock. I'm not here trying to play a character, even though this is and YouTube is entertainment, and I do my best to entertain you guys by doing a Kevin Dunn a skit here, or Titus Catering Worldwide there, you know, or a McMahon Dunn conversation there, or I bring out the goon who just downplays everything that I say and is a big Roman Reigns mark. We have fun here, man. We entertain. But if you guys listen to Off the Script and you listen or read what I put in 140 characters on Twitter, it's the same thing. Not everybody's going to agree with what I say. It all started this week when I made fun of a Bayley superfan. That's my opinion. You're not going to take my opinion away from me. Okay? I pinpointed this guy, and I was on the receiving end of attack after attack after attack. And that's where it all started. And in my honest opinion, I was wrongfully attacked, and I was wrongfully accused of being a sexist. That really set me off for the rest of the week. Because A, I love women. B, if anybody's listening to my shows, you know that I love the women's divisions, but hate that they are booked so poorly. I covered the entire Mae Young Classic from beginning to end, and I enjoyed every minute of it. If there's one person that supports women's wrestling, it's me. It's this podcast. It's this channel. Okay? If you hung out with me SummerSlam weekend, I said the same thing in front of people directly, wearing Bayley shirts. Grown men in their 40s wearing a yellow Bayley t-shirt. I laughed. I'm standing there with my Kenny Omega shirt on, and this guy's wearing a Bayley t-shirt. I laughed and I poked fun. If I can't have fun, who the fuck are you to tell me I can't have fun? Okay? No matter if he's a fan or a patron of the business or the company, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. My word is my word. If you don't like it, tough shit. Seriously. Okay? So it all started with that. And me pinpointing this guy wearing banners on his arms and a Bayley headband and a purple Bayley t-shirt, purple, yellow, whatever color that she's got right now on WWE Shop, whatever color it was, purple. I poked fun at him, and people were calling me a sexist. People were telling me that's the type of fan that we need. That's the type of person we want watching the product. My opinion is different than yours, based on that aspect alone. People like that are a detriment to the business. People like that are the ruination of this business. You can be a fan, which I am, or you could be someone who goes over the top to seek attention. And that's what that was. And that's why I pinpointed that. You know? When I grew up, I didn't dress up as the Ultimate Warrior or Hulk Hogan when my dad took me to events. I didn't. So, from the eyes of an old schooler who sees that, I like to poke fun at that. And you can't take that away from me. No matter what you think. Immediately, people were calling me a sexist. Okay? wrongfully. That's my opinion. You can't take that away from me. Just like my opinion on this show is my opinion. Whether you want to agree with me or listen to me or be on my side of the fence when it comes to the things I talk about on this show, that is up to you. If not, goodbye. You could go watch somebody else dance around and sprinkle extra sugar in your coffee. I don't want it. I don't want it. You want someone who's going to be sweet and sucking up to everything that this business is, everything that's wrong in this business? Go watch them. Go watch them. This is not the type of show that's going to entice people to watch, and I'm going to sit here and kiss ass, hoping for somebody to accept me. This is me. I am accepted widely because of who I am and what I do. Okay? And I have a major following. Small channel, yes. But the people that listen to this show and the people that back me, they will take blades, pitchforks, torches, and they will go to war for me. They will go to war for me. At the drop of a dime, the snap of my fingers, the people that listen to this show will kill for me if I have a problem. That's how much love people have for this business. The fact that we here are all congregated and see the same issues that this business has, yet nobody has a desire to fix it. Nobody. That's why Off the Script exists. Not because I'm a sexist, not because I'm an evil individual, a cold-hearted individual. No, I am actually the complete opposite. I am a loving individual. I am a caring individual. I am someone who has so much passion for what he does and so much passion for this business that I sit at a House of Glory desk every month and I willingly, out of my day, spend an entire Friday or Saturday during their events, getting ready for their show, writing notes, travel to the venue, sit at the desk, do commentary the best that I can without being paid anything. I do it because A, I love the company, B, I love wrestling, and C, I've made great acquaintances just by being associated with them in the less than 1 year that I've been with them. I do it for nothing. That's someone who loves this business. And nobody has ever heard me utter a word about being compensated. Nobody. And you know what? I won't ever say anything about being compensated because my passion, my love for this industry resides in that. Don't tell me, and don't ever come to me blaming me for being too harsh on Twitter or being a sexist. Give me a break. The people that want to label me as that, those are the people that have issues. Those are the people that walk that line of being politically correct. I'm not afraid to say anything. I'm not. Those are the people that angered me this week. Those are the people that really got my engines going all week, which led us to Wednesday. I was live streaming on Twitch. I was drinking a beer that was graciously mailed to me by James, one of my loyal subscribers out in California. Drank it on Twitch. Drank it during NXT. We did live reactions for NXT. If you guys are not following me on Twitch, please do so. Twitch.tv/JDFROMNY. It's in the layout. As soon as NXT ended, we watched Adam Cole's NXT debut. I recorded my review, and I made several errors in the video that I had to go back. I uploaded it, it got demonetized. I uploaded it, there was an error. So I took it down and uploaded it 3 different times. All while this was going on, I was being accused of this t-shirt being a stolen idea. I was accused of Stephanie McMahon being a stolen idea from somebody who I've never heard of up until Monday. Meanwhile, this shirt was on sale since Black Friday last year. That's less than a year. We're coming up on 1 full year for JD Hit List, okay? They said that this design was stolen. I don't design t-shirts. I don't know graphics design. I don't know anything of the such. I am not that talented of an individual to do something like that. I wish I was, so I didn't have to pay anybody, but I'm not. This individual stated on Twitter that I am a thief and that I was stealing royalties from her. And I did the only thing that I know how to in an instance like that, because they are just words. They're words on a screen. I proceeded to use vulgar language. I proceeded to use language that really isn't professional. And I did what I knew at the time. I had to defend myself because I was wrongfully being accused. And the only thing that was going through my mind is that I know that I'm right. And I have nothing to worry about. But the fact that my brand and my podcast and my character, it's defamation of character, is being attacked. And I'm getting tweets left and right. She's got all her people just retweeting it, and people within the indie business and in the indie scene retweeting it and this and that. Automatically, I look like a douchebag. This podcast guy. Fuckboy podcasters. Right? Those are the words that were used. Now, I used words in retaliation because they were being said to me. So, I said some things that were a little out of line. And I gave her the name of my artist. I gave her the name of my designer for my t-shirts. I want to apologize to the individual that I use vulgar language to. Her name will not be mentioned here because she's not worth it. But I sincerely want to apologize for using the language that I did and came off in an unprofessional way. I want to apologize to Connor for not coming to him directly. I know there was a time zone difference where this was happening at 10 o'clock. So he's in the United Kingdom. So it's early hours in the morning for him. He wasn't going to see it till he woke up at a normal time, at a human time. But I discussed everything with Connor on Thursday morning. Everything was settled. She wanted this t-shirt to be pulled from Barbershop Window. Now, you guys listening on iTunes, it's the JD's Negan Hit List t-shirt, okay? She wanted the design to be pulled. Connor, at no charge, fixed the design to avoid any issues, but he assured me that the idea was not stolen. The character of Stephanie McMahon and whomever else that she had pinpointed, Eva Marie and Roman Reigns, Charlotte, Connor assured me that they were not stolen ideas. They were not. I didn't know of this individual up until Monday, or before Monday. I've known her for about a whole day and a half. Connor had an idea of who she was, but he didn't know that she did artwork such as that. And they were similar, but they were not the exact same. No matter what is being said on Twitter, they were similar, but they were not the exact same. But as a precautionary measure, because of the actions that she did, being the nut job that she is, Connor fixed the design and submitted a new design, altered, for Barbershop Window, so that the t-shirt will remain on Barbershop Window. So what I want to say to everybody is, if you guys want this t-shirt now that I'm wearing on my back is now a limited edition t-shirt. This right here, the Reigns, the Stephanie, and then the Charlotte, cause an issue. So if you guys want to go get this t-shirt, it's still available for sale. JD17 at checkout. It'll save you 20% off. If you guys want a limited edition shirt, the original JD's Negan Hit List, go get it today. Because it's not going to be there anymore. Or the old one. This one's not going to be there. The new one will be there. Along with the Enzo t-shirt that is going up, hopefully, by the end of the weekend. So this person was so upset about the design that she thought that I stole, which I didn't. She proceeded to just tweet Barbershop Window and pro wrestling tees, and she even tweeted a House of Glory. She even tweeted at House of Glory. Why she would tweet at House of Glory is beyond me. They have absolutely nothing to do with my merchandise. They have nothing to do with my podcast. I merely attend their shows monthly and do commentary for them. And then I was having her people tweet at House of Glory to have me removed from my position. All based on a design that was not stolen, but that looked similar, but yet wasn't an identical match to what I have on my t-shirt. All over a figurehead of Stephanie McMahon. Because I want to poke fun on my show. Because I think the character Stephanie McMahon actually brings the Raw show down several notches. It makes it unwatchable. So yet again, I can't express my opinion because someone thinks I'm stealing designs. I don't steal any designs. I don't need to steal designs. Okay? The idea of this shirt was the similar idea that I got from a Walking Dead t-shirt that Negan himself, J.D. Morgan, was spotted wearing. And I fell in love with the shirt because I love The Walking Dead. And I figured that would be a great design for my podcast. But I didn't steal any designs. Neither did Connor. So Connor talked to her and everything is settled. Okay? Connor did not have any idea that she did artwork like that. So that ended that. But the fact that these people went to House of Glory and tweeted at them over slanderous bullshit on their behalf towards me is wrong. And they're lucky that I'm not getting a lawyer involved for defamation of character and slander because of her outburst, which led me to an outburst because I knew I was in the right and I didn't have anything to worry about because I don't steal content. I don't need to. But I was unprofessional. I did say some things that shouldn't be said if I am a public figure. Now, we've said worse things on this show, but apparently I have to walk on eggshells. I have to watch what I say to certain people because the world we live in is full of pussies. And the slightest thing will trigger somebody to the point of just hellacious acts. To the point where they want to ruin your life. All because of a design. So I want to sincerely apologize for the way that I acted on Twitter. I'm not going to hold back anything that I talk about when I talk about the product. But when I'm engaging somebody else, you either reach out to me in DM or I don't talk to you at all. And if you're disrespectful, and if you're defaming my character, and you're talking down to me as a human being, aka calling me a sexist, or any of those things that I am not, you will be benched and I don't care. Talk shit. Because I'm doing what I love to do. You know, I understand that I want to be around the big boys. I want to be where the big boys play, you know? I want to do the podcasting. I want to get into the business. I want to do the commentary. I want to do this. I want to do that, you know? Wherever else that might lead me, I don't know. I'd love to be a manager of sorts. I think I have a good voice to be a manager. I think I could cut a good promo. You know, we'll see. But I want to ensure everybody that I'm not changing for anything. The same show that you see every single week will be here. Okay? And I understand that I have to be a little bit more careful about how I engage people on social media. So I genuinely apologize to anybody that I have upset. And I genuinely apologize to anybody that took offense to my words this week. But I don't apologize for the opinion I have on this business. I will never apologize for that. There's room for everybody to talk about professional wrestling. From the idiots who talk about Nikki Bella being a better wrestler than Finn Balor, which unfortunately I seen this week, and I laughed for a good 8 minutes. Or the fact that I give you my opinion on why the product current day sucks and what I think they need to do it better. I will never hold back anything I have to say about this business. And I want you guys to be comfortable in knowing that. I understand I'm not everybody's cup of coffee. But if you don't like me, don't watch me. And I understand that there's haters out there, but this week, it really, really brought me down to a point where I wasn't confident in my ability. I wasn't confident in myself. I was thinking down about how I do this show. Do I need to change? You know, I was very down on how I present this show. I was very down on my still learning, but growth as a House of Glory commentator. And I love doing it. I can't wait for each and every show. I wish there was more shows during the month, to be honest with you. I feel like one show a month is not enough for me. Because once you do it, you don't want to stop. I want to get better at that. And I love doing that. But the amount of haters that just came out of nowhere this week, man, it was honestly overwhelming. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the sheer fact that these people work for businesses or these people work for other people. And the fact that they're envious or jealous of me and the fan base and the business that I have running in the comfort of my own home. I don't know if it's envy. I don't know if it's jealousy. I don't know what it is. But my words must really be that impactful if I am upsetting a legion of people just because I talk about professional wrestling. You know, I can apologize up and down all video long. I will never apologize for anything that I say on this show. I don't want to stroke my own ego. But I've watched wrestling long enough to understand the ins and outs of what does happen. Instead of siding with the person who's going to suck up to you and be a yes man, maybe this industry needs someone like me. Maybe this industry needs someone and a podcast like this to really tell you like it is. Because I'm not an idiot when it comes to this shit. I'm not. I take great pride in what I do here. And I thank each and every one of you for sticking with me. So I genuinely apologize to everybody that I upset or that I hurt with my words. I apologize to the Bailey guy who wants to have fun front row. I want to apologize to the person that claimed I stole t-shirt ideas and icons. And I want to apologize for anybody that looked at me differently because of my attitude. When I am attacked, I will strike. And I felt attacked at all corners this week. Not making that as an excuse, but when I feel threatened and when I feel my business and my character and my podcast is being threatened, and my employment with a company that I love working for is being threatened, I will say some shit. Might not mean it when I say it, but that's not who I am. For those that know me in person, you know that it's not who I am. The people that know me outside of this podcast, you'd be shocked at how I am when I act away from this show. It's complete opposite. So coming to you as Jerry, I genuinely apologize for the reactions that were enticed or aggravated on Twitter this week. All I want to do is talk wrestling. All I want to do is go to House of Glory on Friday and deliver great commentary with my partner. And I want to enjoy my weekend. And I hope you guys do the same thing. Speaking of House of Glory, man, I'll be at the Elks Lodge in Queensboro, New York, Queens, tonight. I will be there around 6:30, 7-ish, getting ready for the show that starts at 8. Show's going to be headlined by Anthony Gangone, and actually 2 main events. It's a double main event. Anthony Gangone, the Crown Jewel champion of House of Glory, versus Cashflow Ken Broadway, a match I cannot wait to call because I love both guys. Main event sees the Amazing Red versus Ricochet for the House of Glory World Championship. Also on the card, House of Glory's Sonya Strong's going one-on-one with Tessa Blanchard. If you guys recall, Tessa Blanchard was in the second best match of the Cruiserweight, not the Cruiserweight Classic, the Mae Young Classic. I got Cruiserweights in my head because we're going to be talking about Enzo in a little bit. The Mae Young Classic against Kairi Sane in the first round of the Mae Young Classic. So it's going to be a decent show tonight, man. I expect you guys to come out. Tickets are $20. They're still available. HOGWrestling.net. Make sure you guys get your tickets. Come out and say what's up. Call me a goon. And I accept Guinness all night. So there you go. But MVP is going to be there. And Vader is going to be there. Meet and greet with MVP and Vader as well out the Elks Lodge, man. Come out and say what's up. Tony Pizza Guy's going to be there. Macho T is going to be there. I expect you guys to be there as well, man. Queensboro, New York, Elks Lodge, Chapter 2, House of Glory. Get your tickets at HOGWrestling.net. I want you guys to look at the channel, and I want you guys to look in my videos. There was a video posted yesterday. It's a very important video. A video where I hold no punches. A video where I tell it like it is about the plans of Vince McMahon for Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar going into WrestleMania. Some of my subscribers, some of my people who've been with me a very long time have stated this was the best video that I ever done and just gave you the God-honest truth about probably the most important thing going right now in WWE, and that is the direction of WrestleMania 34. Is WWE this senile to give us another Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns match at WrestleMania 34 with it being that predictable? I literally go over everything. And if you guys missed that video, I will leave a link within this video in the annotation, top right corner of the screen. I urge you guys to watch it. It's 25 minutes long. You guys can put it to the side after you finish watching this episode of Off the Script. Also, Monday Night Raw, SmackDown Live, NXT review, live. Walking Dead, Season 1, Episode 2, live on the channel. Make sure you guys go and check that out. So you guys got plenty of content to keep you busy all weekend long if you missed any of that stuff. Follow me on Twitter at JDFROMNY206. Hit that subscribe button down below and turn on that bell for notifications. Patreon.com/JDFROMNY206. Barbershopwindow.com/offthescript. Code JD17 at checkout. Audibletrial.com/offthescript. 30 days free for Audible service. That's 1 month of Audible for free just for listening to the show. Use our link in the layout. Audibletrial.com/offthescript and get yourself 30 days free of Audible and 1 free audiobook of your choice, man. Great deal there. You guys might have noticed that there was no intro from Cat Beast. The contract between JD and CatBeast.com is no more. I am going to try and be in negotiations with them again. Hopefully by the winter time. They are going to let me know if anything opens up. I would love to work with them again. You guys enjoyed that. But right now, the working relationship between Cat Beast and JD is no more. Hopefully, we will work with them in the future. Again, I am looking at new sponsorships. Just to fill you guys in on what I'm looking at. I love Harry's Razors. And I actually reached out to Harry's Razors about sponsoring the podcast. I'm waiting on a word from those guys. So, I only want stuff that I use, man. I use their product, and I think it's great. I found out about it from my brother and my dad. And that would be fantastic if we could get those guys on board with Off the Script, man. So, that's what I got planned right now. Another thing I do want to make mention to you guys is you might have seen in the opening of this video, I started a new campaign. This is as a thank you to everybody because I've been sitting on this design for months now. Couldn't upload it to Pro Wrestling Tees because Bullet Club reigns supreme over on Pro Wrestling Tees. Barbershop Window can't do it because they're affiliated with Pro Wrestling Tees. So I had the design and I love the design. It's a take on the Bullet Club logo but with a JD twist. And I got a 5-day campaign for this Team JD t-shirt that's in the same design as the Bullet Club logo. But you got the state of New York, you got the beer bottles, you got the city skyline of New York City in the t-shirt, man. You guys seen it in the opening of this video. It's absolutely beautiful. Teespring.com. The link will be at the top of the description. And it will be in the comment section below. If anybody listening to this show enjoys what I do and you want to support, man, I set the goal at a lowly 40. We already sold over 20 in one day. Just after listening to the show, I expect it to be 60. I want each and every one of you, if you got some extra money, pull some money together and order this shirt. It's only going to be available till Wednesday, and you won't see it for the rest of the year. It's gone. I got 5 days only for this t-shirt. And if you guys want to be one of a kind, if you guys want to be exclusive, the JD Bullet Club design will be available on teespring.com for the next 5 days. It ends Wednesday. Don't wait. Get it today. I urge you. If you guys support the show, it is there for you guys, man. Do it. I would love if everybody hops on board and starts wearing that t-shirt, man. And if you guys get the t-shirt and you want to tweet me wearing the t-shirt, you're automatically going to get a retweet. Automatically. So thank you guys so much for that. Go check it out. It's absolutely beautiful. Got to thank my boy Blinded Fate again for that design, man. Thank you guys so much. Being that I got all of that out, my God, JD. Oh, JD, where is the news, man? It's coming. It's coming, but I have a, what I think is an unboxing here. I don't know what the fuck this is. This is another gripe that I got. Wrestle Crate. Guys, I love you. I've been with you since crate number 1. What the fuck is this, man? Look at this box. Look at this box. What is this? I tweeted out a picture that I ordered a personal pan pizza for myself. That's right up the street here. The pizza box was bigger than this. A personal pizza box for pan pizza. An individual pizza for one person is bigger than this. What the fuck is in here? You know? You got Pro Wrestling Crate. That's kicking ass all over the place. My favorite crate all month. You got That Wrestling Club kicking ass, right? And those two guys sponsor the show. Wrestle Crate sponsors the show, but when I got people tweeting me, and this is where the honesty comes in, because I don't hold nothing back. You're going to have some goon dancing around, oh, this was a great box, man. Guys, I love you. I want to support you. I've been with you since day one. I've been with you since Ed was there. What is this? If you guys are watching on or listening on iTunes, you're probably like, what the fuck? What is he talking about? You got to watch the video, man. This is, I don't know what this is. You're going to drive people away with this. You really are. I want you guys to succeed. But don't cheat the customers. There's nothing in here. I don't know what is in here. I got people texting me and tweeting me, JD, I'm going to cancel my WrestleCrate subscription. Wait till you see it and unbox it for yourself. You know? Come on, guys. Come on. WrestleCrate unboxing for the month of September, man. Let's see what's in here. Cheat sheet. I don't want to see what's in there yet. We'll see what happens. Let me fix myself here. WrestleCrate unboxing for the month of September. WrestleCrate.com. Matt Riddle. Yellow ain't my color, bro. Yellow ain't my color, but he's the king of bros. Matt Riddle. This is a large. It feels like a bigger size, but it is a yellow design Matt Riddle t-shirt, man. Hanes t-shirt. Very nice. There you go. I'll wear it on the podcast because I don't wear yellow out. Yellow ain't my color, bro. Yellow is not my color. We got Tranquilo. Armbar. Pin. There you go. Don't know what it is. We'll look at the cheat sheet in a little bit. Oh my God. Johnny Mundo. Boone the Bounty Hunter. I'll probably end up giving that away. Don't care about Boone the Bounty Hunter, but I do enjoy Johnny Mundo. Oh my God, man. This is probably the best thing in the entire crate. I got Seth Rollins and I got AJ Styles. Now I can add Brock Lesnar, magnet to the family on the refrigerator, man. There you go. Pro Wrestling Illustrated, PWI Top 500. As if we give a shit about that. We talked about that. People were salty that Roman Reigns was above Kenny Omega. It's kayfabe, people. It's kayfabe. So we got the PWI Top 500 edition of Pro Wrestling Illustrated. Headlocked Comics. I don't know how to read, so it's a waste of time for me. Boone the Bounty Hunter signed. There you go. And look at this. I can't quantify how much blood, sweat, and tanner I put into Boone, the Bounty Hunter. A hell of a lot, though. I'm really proud of this. If you like it, please help us get this movie released worldwide by rating and reviewing Boone on IMDb, Amazon, Rotten Tomatoes, iTunes, and other websites. The mayor of Slamtown, Johnny Mundo, a personalized poster of Boone. It's pretty cool, man. I gotta admit, that's pretty cool. This is pretty cool also, man. One of my favorites in NXT. Drew McIntyre, man. Look at that. That's beast right there. That is beast. But is it enough to keep you guys subscribed to Pro Wrestling, not the Pro Wrestling Crate, but Wrestle Crate? And we got a Braun Strowman sticker. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. But there you go. Braun Strowman sticker. There you go, man. That is your Wrestle Crate. All the information you need is down below in the description. If you guys want to subscribe, you can use the code JDSENTME for 10% off your subscription. That is only good for listeners of Off the Script, man. Thank you guys so much for all that. I'm glad I got my message across. We can do what we do best, and that's deliver the news and rumors right here on Off the Script, man. But I can't do that. I can't do that. Apparently good things are coming for Matt Hardy now that Jeff Hardy is hurt, but hopefully that means he's going to be awoken very, very soon. But in the meantime, I'm going to clean this mess up. You guys are going to hear from the broken one, Matt Hardy, right here on Off the Script.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Broken Matt Hardy. This is JD from New York. Actually, delete to JD from New York. I have cleaned this vessel. Make sure to check out his wonderful show, Off the Script. It's absolutely delightful.
It's been a pretty newsworthy week, man. It really has been. As far as No Mercy, and then all this Shield talk from Monday Night Raw. WWE plans going into WrestleMania, highlighting Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, and the reason why both men who were in utterly disappointing matches at No Mercy, how both men are being positioned going into WrestleMania 34. And then we got the Bullet Club doing a takeover of Monday Night Raw, if you want to call it that. All it was a gathering of smart marks and superfans outside the arena where Monday Night Raw was held this week, and it became a big filming of Being the Elite. That's all it was. But Vince McMahon wasn't pleased about what happened because Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks and Marty Scurll were enticing Finn Balor, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson to come out of hiding and come say hello to their friends. The Bullet Club was lobbying for WWE to give Cody his last name back. They were there to save their friends from WWE. Now, obviously, Vince McMahon wasn't happy about this. Why would he be? He's a senile 72-year-old man who doesn't know any better. He doesn't even know how to run his own company, let alone give a shit about the Bullet Club. But, needless to say, Vince McMahon was not happy about the Bullet Club invading Monday Night Raw. Now, the recent WWE Raw invasion stunt by Cody Rhodes and his fellow Ring of Honor Bullet Club members drew a reaction from the fans, and it also apparently drew a reaction from Vince McMahon. Now, while the boss himself wasn't there to witness Rhodes and company as they rallied professional wrestling fans in an outside demonstration, he was still aware of the incident that went down. Because I'm sure he had one of his goons, one of his yes men, fill him in on the incident that happened on the outside. We can all assume who that was. But the latest details on what happened, and what Vince thought of it, and what could be coming next for this entire situation, or at least what has happened due to this incident on the outside of Monday Night Raw. Now, as reported by several websites on Monday, the recent angle involving Cody Rhodes saw he and his Bullet Club members. They showed up in an outside arena near the venue in the parking lot where Monday Night Raw was taking place. With Cody Rhodes, he was there with his wife, Brandy, as well as Marty Scurll, the Young Bucks, and Adam Page. With fans surrounding them in the parking lot area, Rhodes proceeded to stand up on top of a car. With a megaphone in his hand, he started to deliver a passionate speech, which ended up being the speech the late actor Bill Pullman delivered to the American people in the sci-fi movie Independence Day. The invasion incident was chronicled in the Bullet Club regular YouTube series called Being the Elite. In episode number 73, the group plans their trip to the Ontario area where WWE Raw will be held and talk about wanting their freedoms back. One of those is the right to say, suck it. Something that was famously used by WWE's D-Generation X, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels, Road Dogg, X-Pac, Billy Gunn, Chyna, you name it. It's a WWE staple. But reportedly now, they are not allowed for Ring of Honors, the Young Bucks, to use because WWE issued a cease and desist notice to the Young Bucks. Cody also hilariously mentions he wants to get his last name back and get Marty's umbrella back, referring to the fact that Jack Gallagher uses an umbrella as a prop. This is all humorous to me, man. That's why I'm smiling. This is all just in good fun, you know? WWE doesn't know how to have any fun, man. That's their problem. Everything is always so serious. This is funny to me. This is great. This is entertainment to me, you know? If you can't make light of something, then why even bother? Why even bother doing what you're doing? So, this all resulted in a trip taken to the area and the arena in a stretch limousine, and then Cody firing up the fans with his speech. So, what did Vince McMahon think about this entire thing? Well, apparently Mr. McMahon was not too amused. Wow! Wow! How did you think he was going to react? Does the man ever smile? Sportskeeda's Aaron Varble indicated the topic was recently discussed on the Wrestling Observer Live with Brian Alvarez and his co-host, Mike. Alvarez says at one point, Vince did not find it funny at all. Now, Alvarez's co-host, Mikey, suggested that the Bullet Club could have actually bought tickets to WWE Raw if they really wanted to go all the way with the stunt. I'm not really sure if that is grounds for breaching their contract, because they would legitimately probably have a lawsuit on their hands. If the Bullet Club, if those guys were in the arena, nobody would give a shit about what's happening in the ring. It would merely be about the Bullet Club in the arena during Monday Night Raw. Both Cody Rhodes and Brandy Rhodes were former WWE employees. In particular, Cody seemed displeased over his role in the company. Well, can you blame him? They didn't want him to be Cody Rhodes. They wanted him to remain as Stardust. If you guys listen to Chris Jericho, Talk is Jericho, Cody Rhodes, probably one of Chris Jericho's most listenable podcasts. I enjoyed every minute of it, man. Cody describes him going to Triple H and Vince McMahon about him wanting to be on both Raw and SmackDown with the brand split. Stardust would be on one brand and Cody would be on the other. They didn't want that. They wanted Cody to remain as Stardust. They wanted to keep him at a level where there would be no growth for Cody. So he had enough. So he said, I'm done. I'm done. They let him go. Now look at him. He's one of the biggest independent stars, whether you like him or not. Whether you think he's overhyped or not. Cody has made an example for many wrestlers going forward. Cody has paved a path going forward. You do not need the WWE to be successful. And if you are in the WWE and you leave the WWE and you become more successful than your time in the WWE, they are going to want you back. You don't think WWE wants Cody Rhodes back? Of course they want him back. They are thirsty for Cody Rhodes' talent to be back on Raw or SmackDown. It's the fact that they are so ignorant and they are so stupid, and the fact that they think that everything that they do is right and everybody else is wrong. It sickens me. It really sickens me. People in that company have such a big ego that they hold their talent down because they think whatever they got concocted is the right way. They won't listen to their talent. They won't open up. They won't let the chains off. Each one of those guys walks around with a ball and chain, held captive, held prisoner. That's why they were there on Monday Night Raw in the parking lot. Because they know. We're laughing at it. We're joking about it. We're watching it on Being the Elite. But Gallows, Anderson, and Finn Balor, they are slaves. They are handcuffed. They can't do what they want to do. And they've been miscast and underutilized on Monday Night Raw. You don't think the rest of the Bullet Club know that? You don't think the fans know that? You don't think Balor and the club know that? That's why these things are being done. To WWE, it's going to anger them. Because people are making fun of them. People are making light about their shitty decisions. People are proving them to be wrong. People are proving them to be stupid. But WWE is the land of the giants. WWE is up here, and the Bullet Club is down here. That's according to WWE. WWE is this big giant, right? And the Bullet Club is nothing but small fish in a small pond. That's all they care about. WWE will have their way. WWE will have their last laugh. You want to poke fun at their ideals and their ideas and the way they do their business. WWE will always have the last laugh. That's how they operate. That's how they operate. So, Cody and Brandy, obviously former WWE employees. Cody didn't like his role, left, and he went somewhere else for better opportunity. You can't blame the man for doing that. He wanted better opportunity for him and his wife. It's possible there is still some animosity between Cody and the company. Cody says there's not, but I'm sure that WWE is not too pleased with him leaving and then finding more success elsewhere. But whose fault is that? Is that Cody's fault? Can you honestly blame Cody in this business for wanting to go and wrestle? No matter how much money they're throwing at you, when it comes down to it, people want to wrestle. But it's all about the money. Cody wanted to prove to himself that it's not about the money, it's not about the fame, it's about being a professional wrestler and achieving these dreams that I have. He wrote a list of every guy that he wanted to face on the independent scene, and he went through every one of them. He set goals for himself. That's what I appreciate. I appreciate the fact that the man had the balls to walk away from guaranteed money to go make a name for himself and start fresh. And now look at him. He's one of the most highly sought after guys in the independents. Just signed a Ring of Honor exclusive contract. Ring of Honor World Champion. Main evented a New Japan show here in the United States with Kazuchika Okada. How could you blame the man for wanting to go out and be better? What type of mentality is that? You're going to blame Cody? You're going to blame Cody for wanting to be a better man? You want him to be stuck in the mud? Is that what you want? Whose fault is it? It's WWE's fault. They look like a bunch of fucking idiots for letting him walk. Because now look at him. Now look at him. Everybody wants Cody. Everybody wants to wrestle Cody. Everybody wants to beat Cody. WWE wants Cody back. It's possible that there's still some animosity between Cody, Brandy, and the WWE, but most likely this was a humorous jab at D-Generation X, the very stable that seems to have resulted in the cease and desist letter going out to the Young Bucks. Should be interesting to see if Cody Rhodes and the Bullet Club or Ring of Honor do anything more with this angle, or if they let it go for now. However, it's highly unlikely that Vince McMahon will send anyone from WWE over to Ring of Honor for a similar stunt. Why would they do that? They don't want to bring any more eyes to a rival promotion. They won't do that. WWE doesn't play well with others. They're the only kids in the sandbox, man. They're the Stewie Griffin of the sandbox with the laser gun. Nobody else is going to come close. And they're not going to share their sandbox with anybody else. It's a shame. It really is a shame. It's either WWE or bust. That's their mentality. So, they may decide to stay there with Cody Rhodes in search of new feuds and better opportunities with a different wrestling organization. Now, once again, WWE has issued a cease and desist to the Young Bucks, and this time it is over the too sweet hand gesture. Previously, they were issued a cease and desist and were forced to stop doing the suck it gesture. I have an interesting article I want to read to you guys about Gene Simmons. I mentioned this on Joe Cronin's show. I mentioned this on Out of Nowhere on Wednesday. How WWE feels like they are the king of the sandbox. You know? And I made mention how it's just a slap in the face. It's a joke. It really is a joke, but I don't know why they're doing this to the Young Bucks. This is no way you're going to get these guys to want to sign with the WWE. You're actually turning these guys off to the WWE. If the Young Bucks are on the radar for WWE in 2 years when their contract is up, if they want a Kenny Omega or a Young Bucks to come on into WWE when their time is right, do you think this is going to do anything about welcoming them to the WWE? This is actually going to work as a negative against those things. I don't know what WWE's ideas are here. I don't know what their plans are, but the cease and desists is not really the most ideal way to lure talent to come to your company. What, you think you're going to take everything away from them and then they're going to ultimately sign so that they can have all that back, being that it's under your umbrella? Believe me, the Young Bucks are a model business that everybody wants to aspire to be if you are in the world of professional wrestling. Cody Rhodes has paved the way for people who are held captive in WWE, like Dolph Ziggler and guys like Jack Swagger, who, was released from his WWE deal. Those guys long to be a Cody Rhodes because they know what their talent is and how much talent they have, and they want to use that talent the right way. They want to do what they love to do. The reason why they're in this business, to wrestle. The Young Bucks, if there's anything I know about the Young Bucks, and I'm not really big, I'm not a big fan of the Young Bucks, right? But if there's anybody in this business, if there's anybody in this industry that's going to work their way around this and continue to make their money, if not more, it's going to be Matt and Nick Jackson. They don't have this empire, this elite empire, just on a whim, by accident. WWE can issue out all the cease and desists for Too Sweet, for Suck It, for Super Kick. What's next? They're going to take away Super Kicks? They're going to cease and desist the Young Bucks from doing Super Kicks because Shawn Michaels had that as his finishing move? Right? Are they going to do that? I mentioned that out of nowhere. Gene Simmons was in the news recently about copywriting the Devil Horns. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Now, in a Reddit Q&A session, Matt and Nick Jackson noted that 24 hours after the Bullet Club Raw invasion on Monday, they received a letter. The letter was a cease and desist from WWE. Matt said 24 hours after the Bullet Club invasion, Nick and I received a certain type of letter. Yes, they are trying to do just that. Later, when a user asked if he could get a Too Sweet, Matt answered, and I quote, legally, I probably shouldn't. Another user asked what the chances are for them to eventually sign with the WWE. Nick Jackson replied, and I quote, after what we received yesterday, chances have gotten low. Boy, WWE, if you desire Matt and Nick Jackson under your umbrella, I would cut the petty baby bullshit and just let these guys do what they got to do and make their money. I don't see how this is a good business move on WWE's part. You want to take everything away from these guys and hope that they sign? It's working the complete opposite. This is like the Roman Reigns effect. This is just as stupid. WWE thinks by putting Roman Reigns back in the Shield that we're going to forget all the 4 years that just happened. All the bullshit that they're trying to shove down our throats. You know? This is the Roman Reigns effect. They're doing it with the Bullet Club. You think by taking this shit away that the Bullet Club is going to sign with the WWE in 2 years? You're jeopardizing Matt and Nick Jackson, but not only them, you're jeopardizing Cody, and you're jeopardizing Kenny Omega. How is that a good business move? If anything, you want to make sure these guys are aware that you want them. You appreciate them. Not taking everything away and saying, fuck you. How is that a good business move? I don't understand that. It's interesting because last year, WWE did a story on the Too Sweet and the hand gesture, and Kevin Nash noted that it came from the North Carolina State Wolfpack. In the late 90s, the gesture was known in wrestling circles as the Turkish Wolf Up. Pro Wrestling Sheet noted, and Ryan Satin noted, that the Bucks would be hit with a $150,000 fine in damages if they did not stop using their IP on merchandise. There's no word right now what happens from here, but the Young Bucks have consulted with their lawyer to figure out what they can do. Vince McMahon was not happy about the Bullet Club showing up outside the arena on Monday, and nobody knows right now if this is sheer retaliation from Vince McMahon about the Bullet Club invasion The timing for this seems to be convenient for it not to be. Is Vince McMahon that petty? Is he that upset about those guys being outside the arena? For him to say, you know what, I'm going to issue you guys another cease and desist. We did it with the Suck It. Done. Don't those guys, or let me, done. Aren't those the guys that do the Too Sweet? Oh, I know what is sweet, but it's wood, but it's not the Young Bucks. You know, Bucks love wood. You know? That's exactly what Vince McMahon here did. Retaliation against the Young Bucks. You want to show up to Monday Night Raw? You want to create a commotion outside my show, for my flagship show? Lawsuit. It's a shame, man. It really is a shame. That's not how to do business. That's a shitty business model by Vince McMahon. Maybe he doesn't know who the Young Bucks are, or how big the Young Bucks are, or how big the Bullet Club is, or what the Bullet Club are. You know? This is really having their chances of getting the Young Bucks and Cody Rhodes and even Marty Scurll, Kenny Omega, eventually over time. The chances of those guys wanting to come to WWE after seeing how they operate, very low. Very low. Now, the story I wanted to share with you guys, this is ridiculous. This is what greedy businessmen do. You gotta really respect their continuity. You gotta respect their hustle, but these guys honestly have such big of an ego. It's sickening. Like, who the fuck do they think they are? Most music fans slammed Simmons for this trademark request, saying that the rock symbol, the devil horns, has become ubiquitous and means different things to different people. Asked by Windsor Star if he regrets trying to trademark the metal horns or rock on hand sign, Simmons replied, "I regret nothing. I wake up every morning and let your conscience decide and be your guide." Did you know I own the Moneybag logo as well? He said. The dollar sign with the bag of money. I own all kinds of things. I own motion pictures as a trademark. Anyone who thinks that's silly, the silliest thing I ever done is wear more makeup and higher heels than your mommy. He says, you can't do that, people have reiterated to him. People said you can't do that to Gene Simmons. He says, actually, bitch, I can. I can do anything I want to do. End quote. Now, Gene Simmons' bandmate Paul Stanley recently said that he had no idea why Simmons attempted to trademark the devil horns. Stanley told Loudwire podcast, well, you know, Gene elicits some very strong reactions from people. Sounds like somebody that I know who hosts this podcast called Off the Script. And what he does is he decides for reasons that he only knows. So I can't really say that I have really any thought about it. It was really something that he wanted to pursue, and the reaction was how people felt about it. So I don't know why he pulled it, and I don't know why he started it. I really have no idea. I haven't asked him. In his original request, which was filed on June 9th, Simmons described the sign as consisting of a hand gesture with the index and small fingers extended upward and the thumb extended perpendicular. He paid $275 seeking to use the hand symbol for entertainment, namely live performances by musical artists, personal appearances by a music artist. Gene claimed the gesture was first used in commerce on November 14th, 1974, which corresponded to Kiss's Hotter Than Hell tour. He wrote in his signed declaration that he believed no other person, firm, corporation, or association has the right to use said mark in commerce, either in identical form or in such near resemblance, end quote. So let's all copyright headbanging. Next thing you know, Gene Simmons is going to copyright headbanging. You ever go see Cannibal Corpse live? If you're into that death metal thing, a lot of my guys who listen to death metal, you ever go watch Cannibal Corpse live? You ever see George Corpse Grinder Fisher, the singer for Cannibal Corpse, headbang on stage? The guy's got a rubber neck. If George Fisher cannot headbang because Gene Simmons allegedly wanted to trademark headbanging, then what the hell is he going to do on stage? It's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. You can't be doing that to people. Just like how you can't be copywriting generic graphics that anybody could do. You know? You can't do that. Gene Simmons is ridiculous, just like Vince McMahon is ridiculous. Everybody does this. What's the next thing that they're going to do? Everybody that does Too Sweet, you know, when a 2 count is made, these smart marks in Full Sail University that sicken me every time I hear it. Or they're gonna stop? What, are they gonna trademark the entire audience? There's gonna be 2 people in the audience every time there's a show. Everybody does it, even on the main rosters. When a 2 count is made, they do the Too Sweet. You're gonna trademark that? Give me a break. These big businessmen think who they are. But this is a terrible business decision by Vince McMahon. I'm telling you right now. If you want to push the Young Bucks, Marty Scurll, Cody Rhodes, and ultimately Kenny Omega away from signing with the WWE, you are a fool. You are a fool. WWE should really rethink retracting that cease and desist. It makes no sense. It's harmless. Just like the Suck It is harmless. You got 6th graders, 7th graders in grade school doing the Suck It during lunchtime. Right outside playing kickball. They're doing Suck It. I can envision some schoolyard bully hitting a home run playing kickball. He's rounding the bases, he hits home plate, and he's doing the Suck It to the pitcher. Laughing. You know? What, are you going to trademark that? Nobody could do it? It's harmless. It's innocent. Well, because DX made it famous, that doesn't give you the right to trademark it. Come on, man. Bad business move by WWE. That's how Vince McMahon reacted. They showed up. They invaded Raw and the parking lot. Vince McMahon caught wind of it. Boom, lawsuit. Would not be surprised at all. News on Starrcade. As if you care. Will it be on the WWE Network? I certainly hope so. But the answer to that question is... no, it's not going to be on the network. News broke a few weeks ago that WWE is bringing back the old Starrcade name for a live event. This will take place in November and will be held at the Greensboro Coliseum in Greensboro, North Carolina. The event will be headlined by 2 steel cage matches. The modern-day failure, hopefully he's not champion by that time, Jinder Mahal, versus the artist... formerly known as Shinsuke Nakamura, because I don't know where he went. This ain't the Nakamura I recall from NXT. And Natty, Cat Lady, versus Charlotte Flair for the Women's Championship. Her promos suck. Oh, but JD, you're sexist, man. They do. Just being honest with you. Now, the biggest question that fans have had is whether or not it will be on the WWE Network. That is my main concern. Because if it's not, you will never hear another reference of Starrcade on this podcast. Now, according to Mike Johnson of PW Insider, there are no plans for Starrcade to air on the network, so I don't care. Why should any of us care? If I can't see this big special event, why are we talking about it? Guarantee you it does nothing to entice people to go to the arena. Nothing. The report also says that Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson have challenged the Rock and Roll Express. That is confirmed for the event. This was teased on Twitter this past Tuesday. WWE also has not filed for a new trademark for the Starrcade name, according to the reports. This is the updated card for the event. Let me know if you guys would like to see this on the network, because I know I would. I know I would. Gallows and Anderson versus the Rock and Roll Express. Breezango versus Aiden English and Mike Kanellis. I don't know if that's going to... maybe. I don't know. Maybe. They just had a child. So, probably. They'll probably be on the show. But congratulations to them. Maria Kanellis was... or I think... I don't know if she just had a kid or if she just announced her pregnancy. But either way, they're having a child. Congratulations to them. Booby Rude versus Dolph Ziggler. So, Dolph, this event is taking place on November 25th. Everybody's talking about Dolph Ziggler's contract being up in October. Apparently, he's still with the company in November if he's being advertised against Booby Rude. So, we'll see what happens with that. Dolph apparently is on his way out of WWE. Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. SmackDown Tag Team Championship Texas Tornado match. The New Day versus the Usos. U.S. Championship Triple Threat match. AJ Styles versus Baron Corbin versus Rusev. Natalya versus Charlotte Flair for the Women's Championship in a steel cage. And then the main event, Jinder Mahal versus Shinsuke Nakamura in a WWE Championship steel cage match. I'd like to see it on the network. I'd like to cover it. I'd like to review it. Maybe they changed their minds, but right now, according to PW Insider and Mike Johnson, it's not on the event. So you will not hear another word about Starrcade unless plans change to televise it on the network. That was part of the polling. That was part of the survey, right? To see live events. How are you going to name something Starrcade, which was WCW's biggest show, and then have the balls to not televise it on the network? Are you kidding me? Wow, WWE, you get dumber by the week. You get dumber by the week. You're not going to hear anything about Starrcade anymore. Who cares? If it's not on the network, who cares? If you live in Greensboro, North Carolina, have fun. Go to the show. If it's not going to be on network television for the rest of us, why should any of us give a single fuck about it? Change your mind, WWE. I think most of us would like to see it on the network. Moving on here, man. We have news on WWE 2K18. Now, apparently, WWE and 2K Games have announced DLC for the video game coming out in less than a couple of weeks. So, we have news on the DLC here. 2K18 comes out in less than a month. Full roster is revealed. With the DLC included, there's over 215 playable characters. That is the biggest roster I have ever seen in any video game in the history of gaming. Good on them. Is it going to make a good game because you got 215 characters? No. But 2K Games has announced multiple new WWE stars that will be included as downloadable content, DLC for the layman's out there, for the game. Here is who they announced for DLC. Obviously, Jeff and Matt Hardy. They are in the game. Elias, they got him in the NXT pack. They got him looking like he does in NXT. But, again, that goes to show you that the game is not really updated with modern-looking characters. If they got Elias from NXT. Ruby Riott. Drew McIntyre made the cut. Drew McIntyre made the cut. Lars Sullivan made the cut. I mentioned Lars Sullivan on my NXT review. If you guys missed that, go and check it out. Link in the annotation that you see within the video. Lars Sullivan, on Wednesday, fought Oney Lorcan in a match on NXT television. Now, if you're going up against Oney Lorcan, that's a decent opponent for a squash match. Because Oney is going to fight. Oney is going to bring it. Oney is going to beat the shit out of you. He's going to hit you, and he's going to hit you hard. And he hit Lars Sullivan hard. Now, Lars Sullivan is a very, very dominating individual. He is one of those guys that you look at him, and you're so mesmerized at the sheer size of this man that you gotta watch him. He has this theme music that is very metal-esque. It's kind of like Braun Strowman's, but it's a little bit more groovy. They showed two guys headbanging to Lars Sullivan's theme at the Performance Center at Full Sail University. I mentioned on my NXT review, I am telling you this right now, and you can mark this video, you can quote me on this. Lars Sullivan will be the Braun Strowman of WWE in 2018. I am telling you right now. He needs a new finisher. He is still very green in the ring. But the more you see him, the better he is going to be. He's been training for 2 years, more than 2 years. Stories were coming out that Brock Lesnar made a trip to the Performance Center on his own volition just to train with Lars Sullivan. If that doesn't speak volumes, I don't know what does. Lars Sullivan needs a new finisher. He's got a very, very weak finisher for a guy his size. But he's got the look, he's got the size, he's got the theme, he's got the presence. You might want to work on your ring gear as well. The red tights don't do anything for me on Lars Sullivan. He's a little bit more dominating of a character. So maybe that will get enhanced as time goes on. But I'm telling you this right now. Lars Sullivan, A, I'm happy that he's in the game. B, he will be the Braun Strowman. He will be the breakout star of 2018. Mark my words. The Rock and Roll Express, they're going to be in the game. Beth Phoenix is going to be in the game. Aleister Black is going to be in WWE 2K18. So everybody on WWE 2K's Twitter is up in arms about how the DLC is not really worth the money. You know, you got the My Career Starter Pack, your create a character starter pack. You got the Accelerator. You got the 3 DLC packs, the NXT pack, the Legends pack, the Hardy pack, right? And some other shit. People are saying that it's not equaling up to $30. You know, in previous years, packs like this, individual packs, showcases were like $9.99. You got 3 packs here. Okay, you got 3 packs. Now, we don't know if WWE 2K went out of their way to scan a Drew McIntyre. Maybe Drew McIntyre wasn't even supposed to be in the game. They went out of their way to get the scan and get him in the game. Lars Sullivan, same thing. Ruby Riott, same thing. These are people that are just hitting their groove in NXT right now. Guys like McIntyre, Ruby Riott, Lars Sullivan, we wouldn't see until next year's game. Because sometimes they make the excuse, oh, it was too late. We couldn't scan these guys. They got Aleister Black in the game. Now, they updated the graphics engine. I'm hoping all these guys that I announced here are lifelike to their real-life counterparts. But if you're making a big deal about the $30, you're making a big deal about nothing. You're making a big deal about nothing. There are some people out there that are so into this game, they would willingly pay $30 just to have Matt and Jeff Hardy in the game. So you don't have to create them. But you're getting Aleister Black, Drew McIntyre, Elias, Rock and Roll Express, Beth Phoenix, Ruby Riott. You're getting all those guys. Plus you're getting the Accelerator, which is like $5 anyway. The My Starter Pack is like $9.99. Each pack is like $9.99. In the end, it's all going to equal $30 anyway. You buy these individually, they're going to mark them at $9.99. So what is the big deal? What is everybody crying about? You know? These are the same people crying about, oh, but I got a PS3, man. Why aren't they making it for a PS3? Because you people are holding back the full potential of the game. We don't need PS3 anymore, man. Most of these games are backwards compatible for Xbox One now or Xbox One X or whatever the fuck they're calling their new system, right? Hopefully PlayStation 4 does the same thing. But that is holding the game back. You upgrade and you shell out a little bit more money for your gaming experiences. Gaming is it's a leisure. It's like a pleasurable hobby. You know, it's a hobby. It's not really something you do for fun anymore. It's a fucking hobby. People collect this shit. You know? People legitimately use it as a fuel to generate revenue. People do gaming for a living. So if you want to experience all this, you're going to have to shell out the cash. I don't feel sorry for those people. I don't. If you want something, you will go out of your way to do what you got to do to get it. If you don't want it, then don't buy it. And if you have a problem with it, you got an opinion, voice your opinion. Maybe they'll do something about it. Maybe they will do more for the DLC. We don't know yet. The game isn't even out yet. You think WWE 2K released all their DLC in one afternoon? There's probably more to come. Guarantee you there's more to come. And these are the people crying about the game. Why would they put all their eggs in one basket? Why would they show their cards in one shot? You don't think they got some surprises lined up? They gotta have something going on for the rest of the year. Game is gonna get boring by December. They gotta keep it fresh somehow. You don't think they scanned Pete Dunne? You don't think they scanned Wolfgang? And Trent Seven? And Tyler Bate? Of course they did. Of course there's going to be a UK pack. Isn't the UK Championship in the game? It's a featured title in the game. You're not going to feature the UK guys in the game? Of course there's going to be a UK pack. That's going to make up for your $9.99 and your $30. I'd pay $30 to have those 4 guys. Plus Aleister Black and Drew McIntyre and Elias. What is the crying about? This is a business. They're not going to show their cards in one shot. They're not going to go all in one afternoon. Of course they got more surprises lined up. Come on, people, use your heads. Use your heads. Interesting story. I can't figure it out. I can't find the reason why. One noticeable absent wrestler from this list is Andrade Cien Almas. I don't know why. People were telling me in my live stream on Twitch on Wednesday for NXT that Almas requested to not be in the game. I would be very interested to know. In fact, I'm going to ask Tony Pizza Guy and I'm going to ask Macho T at House of Glory tonight. Why did Andrade request to not be in the game? Very interesting to me, man. I don't know. So that's my opinion on the DLC. If you guys don't like it, tough shit. Tough shit. Moving on here, man. We have news on the Shield reunion. And I'm at 40 minutes now. Shield reunion storyline teased on Raw. Match currently planned for TLC. I went over this in yesterday's video. And if you guys missed that, please go and check it in the description. Go and check it in the annotation that you see in the video. We talk about how Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar is the mistake of a lifetime, if that is your long-term plan for WrestleMania 34. It was teased on Monday Night Raw, the reunion of the Shield, and it's pretty simple. Sources are telling Ryan Satin of Pro Wrestling Sheet that they're planning to make this happen, is WWE, at TLC. Why are they making it happen at TLC? Well, Brock Lesnar's not going to be at TLC, so WWE is using the Shield to sell subscriptions. WWE is using the Shield to sell tickets to an event that doesn't feature Brock Lesnar and the Universal Championship because they wanted that title on Brock Lesnar because they have plans for Lesnar to be off television. They have plans for Lesnar to come back and go one-on-one with Finn Balor, run through Balor. If he beat Braun Strowman in 5 minutes, he's going to beat Finn Balor in 2. If Finn Balor lasts longer than Braun Strowman in a match with Brock Lesnar, we have some serious issues. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I don't want to jump the gun here. Either way you look at it, they are using the Shield reunion as a cop-out. They're sabotaging a Shield reunion and doing it the wrong way instead of doing it right because they want to maintain the Universal Championship reign that is Brock Lesnar. So that they ensure him that he's at WrestleMania so that they can build their man up, Roman Reigns, to go one-on-one with Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 34. And WWE, by forcing this Shield reunion upon us at TLC, 5 years ago they made their debut against Ryback and Team Hell No at TLC. Remember that? That's when the Shield was actually good. That's when Roman Reigns was actually liked. That's when Roman Reigns played a role that was beneficial to him. That's when he was actually liked. Now they're doing it to use this as a desperation move because Vince McMahon failed, Dwayne Johnson failed, Triple H failed, right? Daniel Bryan failed, The Undertaker failed, John Cena failed, Roman Reigns failed, the WWE failed. 8 failures in the last 4 years. So now they're like, well, if we have this Brock Lesnar match planned, it might not go the way we want, so let's use this Shield reunion as a way to play the fans off as puppets, because we all know they're going to want it, and we'll sneak it in that Roman Reigns is really the good guy. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. And this is why I get pissed off, because people dance around the topic. They want to have that cup of coffee, and they want to pour scoop after scoop after scoop of sugar in their coffee. They don't want to talk about the real issue. I'd rather drink my coffee black. I'd rather drink it nasty and black, which I like black coffee, don't get me wrong. But some people, the majority of the people, don't like it. It's an acquired taste, just like my beer taste is an acquired taste. You know? They're dancing and sugarcoating the topic. They're dancing around the topic and sugarcoating the topic because they're too afraid to just really lay it out on the table about what WWE is really doing, because everybody's in it. Everybody's in this game. Get Roman over. Get Roman over. Do what you gotta do. Say what you gotta say. Push the initiative. Fuck the initiative. Roman was never the chosen one. He will never be the chosen one. It's like Donald Trump. People say, not my president. Not my number one. Roman ain't my man. Roman ain't my top guy. But With Roman, we've all known that. Before he was even groomed for the position, we've known that. With the John Cena promo against Roman Reigns and his retaliation against Cena, we knew that when he was exposed. This Shield reunion, this is merely a Band-Aid that is going to peel right off. And when the Shield reunion is over, WWE is going to find out what Roman Reigns really is. Still that failure he was for the last 4 years. If WWE is planning Roman Reigns to go to WrestleMania, how is he going to get there? How's he going to get there? I said this on yesterday's video. How is Roman Reigns going to get there? Is Roman going to win the Royal Rumble? Is WWE that psychotic? Is WWE that psychotic for Roman to go into Philadelphia again at the Royal Rumble and have him win the Royal Rumble in Philadelphia? Do you realize what happened last time that Roman was in the Royal Rumble in Philadelphia? Do you realize that? Do you realize what happened when Roman was in the last 3 Royal Rumbles that he was in? He got booed out of the building, standing next to Dwayne Johnson. 1. 2, he defended the WWE title in the Royal Rumble, and he ended up being taken out mid-match so that WWE again can build a Superman-esque comeback. But we knew what they were doing. We knew what they were doing. But in the meantime, Roman was taken out, and people wanted to see Triple H and Dean Ambrose win the Royal Rumble more. When Roman came out, that little stunt that they pulled mid-match by taking him out, it actually did worse. Because when he came back, people knew he was going to make this monumental comeback. You think the fans are stupid? Of course that was going to happen. If he's taken out for 30 minutes and he comes back all of a sudden limping and like, I'm going to get you. What do you think the fans are going to do? They're going to think he's going to win. They're going to think that WWE is somehow going to book this guy to be stronger than he was when he started. And he's going to win the Royal Rumble. That ended up turning Triple H babyface, and it ended up turning Dean Ambrose into the more likely choice the fans were going to go with as a winner. Roman ended up getting eliminated. He ended up losing the title, and Triple H won the WWE title. Then they have the balls to put him when the Royal Rumble, where was the Royal Rumble this year? Texas? Number 30 in the Royal Rumble. Of all the people, Roman Reigns got to be number 30? Of all the fucking people, Roman Reigns is number 30 in the Royal Rumble. The guy had a World Championship match against Kevin Owens earlier in the night. I am of the old school. If a WWE champion or a wrestler is fighting for a championship earlier on in the night, he bypasses a spot in the Royal Rumble. It's not the way it's supposed to be. WWE went against their most sacred of rules. I don't know if it's written anywhere. It's probably not. But it's just common law. You think they're that insane for Roman Reigns to walk into Philadelphia this year and win the Royal Rumble and punch his ticket to WrestleMania against Brock Lesnar? I am terrified of that happening. People are already telling me that if that happens, they're looking forward. It's September. People are telling me now that they're looking forward to my review already for the Royal Rumble, if that is the case. But at that point, what could I say? What could I really say about that? I don't have much to say. We all know what's coming. This is an inevitability. This is an inevitability. If WWE wanted this, they could have done it at SummerSlam. I would have much rather them done it at SummerSlam and give Roman the title at SummerSlam if this is what they ultimately wanted to do. Because this is presenting nothing but a predictable outcome for a WrestleMania main event that people are going to end up walking out on. This is going to be bad. It is going to be bad. They're using the Shield to try and get Roman over with the fans. It's not going to work. They're bringing the Shield back and sabotaging a proper Shield reunion because Lesnar is not going to be on the show. I won't even book them if that's the case. Now, James McKenna, senior news producer over at Pro Wrestling Sheet, first broke the news this past weekend on Twitter of a Shield reunion being in the works, and that was clearly telegraphed on Raw. For those who missed it, The Miz made multiple references to the popular stable during an interview at the top of the show. He also beat down Roman Reigns after their match with the MIZTOURAGE, then mocked him with a Shield-like fist bump with Axel and Dallas. Now, it's unclear at this point who they'll be facing, but Pro Wrestling Sheet has been told that the MIZTOURAGE, being their opponents, is not set in stone at this point. I hope not. How can that be? More than likely, what, you think Roman is not going to win the Intercontinental title next week? Of course he's going to win the Intercontinental title. Roman in an Intercontinental Championship match in the main event. Who the fuck's going to win? Ambrose and Rollins already took care of Axel and Dallas. So why would they need Roman to take care of the MIZTOURAGE? If Roman's going to beat the Miz for the IC title and Ambrose and Rollins already took care of 2/3 of the MIZTOURAGE, why would they make them the Shield's first opponents? The MIZTOURAGE is that formidable of a team to come back and bring the Shield out of retirement, to come back together and reform the Shield? Instead of a reformed Wyatt family, instead of Sanity, instead of Undisputed, instead of a Balor Club heel. This is the best idea you got. Now, Pro Wrestling Sheet says that it's not set in stone, but who knows what WWE is going to do? Why is Braun Strowman teaming with or going up against Ambrose and going up against Rollins this coming Monday? For what? Is it because Strowman is directionless at this point and Lesnar's not really going to be on TV and they need something to do? Or is Braun Strowman going to be part of this Shield reunion? Is Sheamus and Cesaro going to be a part of this Shield reunion? Sheamus, Cesaro, and Strowman. Not really something that I would jump out of my seat to go see. No matter how popular the Shield is. But either way you look at it, WWE is bringing the Shield back to make a last-ditch effort in you cheering for Roman Reigns. Not me. Not me, man. The veil is off. The curtain is opened. I see right through you, bro. I see right through you. WWE has made mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake with Roman Reigns. This may be the most blatant and this may be the most desperate I have ever seen WWE. And I will continue to state this every single podcast until I drill it in your fucking brain. Do not believe the Shield is here, and do not believe the Shield is here to stay. They're not getting back together to bring justice back to the WWE. There's no dire element on WWE television where the Shield need to be present. They are there to get Roman over. And when the Shield isn't together no more, we're going to go right back to square one. And then we head to the Royal Rumble. What is WWE going to do then? This is a sad state of affairs, man. Desperation at its finest. It's laughable. But continue to listen to the podcasts that are going to dance around the topic. Continue to listen to the guys that are going to sugarcoat and suck dick and kiss ass and call me a sexist because I don't like Roman Reigns. And the goons that are going to come out on Twitter and troll me. You know, the ones with the headers of a pro wrestler and an avatar and a profile picture of some current WWE superstar because they're afraid to show their ugly, disgusting, degenerate face. These people mock me and have this opinion as they're the ones who are always right. And JD is an idiot. And I'm a smart mark. You're damn right I'm a smart mark. I'm a mark for the business, and I'm smarter than everyone that comes at me and tries to prove me wrong. There is absolutely no way humanly possible anyone listening to this show and anyone listening to yesterday's video that can doubt I am wrong about what I just discussed in the last 48 hours. No one. And when it happens, you're going to look back at these last two videos and you're going to be like, JD, another prophetic fucking podcast on Off the Script. Spoke the truth. He knew it. He seen it. And it was delivered. He was right yet again. Continue to mock me. Continue to point fingers at me like I'm the dumbest guy here. Sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. You're just too dumb to see it. You're just too dumb to see it. Meanwhile, you're tweeting to nobody. You and your 15 followers on Twitter. They tweet and tweet and tweet and tweet and try to feel important. They're tweeting to nobody. They're tweeting to nobody. Meanwhile, they hunt my channel down and listen to me, and I get paid for every one of your views. And I do it from the comfort of my own home. After this show, I'm going to pop open a beer and I'm going to relax with the cool fall breeze in the New York City night. And I'm going to play Destiny 2. And I'm going to raid and I'm going to try and grind my hunter to level 300. And I'm getting paid while doing that because you're listening to me. And then you're going to Twitter and you're complaining about the words that I said, but I'm getting paid while you talk shit about me. You see how it works? Dance for me. Dance for me. You're all puppets on my strings. And when you realize that, that's when you'll stop. Because you know I'm right. And I'm right about Roman Reigns. And that's off the script. Thank you guys so much. Hope to see you all tonight at House of Glory. That's 8 p.m. tonight at the Elks Lodge in Queensboro, New York. Make sure you guys show up. Vader and MVP. Meet and greet, autographs, pictures, all that good stuff. Ricochet and Tessa Blanchard on the show. Make sure you guys come out. Follow me on Twitter at JDFROMNY206 and hit that subscribe button down below and turn on that bell for notifications. Man, I will be back tomorrow, as always, with the #1 professional wrestling podcast right here on YouTube.com. Also available on iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher Radio, Audio Boom, and Google Play Music. This is Off the Script. I am JD. Have a great Friday night, and I'll see you tonight for House of Glory.